third place, 2019 Mazda CX-9. Highs, still the undisputed driver's choice, comfortable even if it is small. Lows, you can beat it for the money. Verdict, sports car dreams drown in the sound of crying babes, or in a flood of Korean value. The Mazda remains a class leader when it comes to handling corners and over-the-road confidence, but both Korean brands are close enough that the Mazda's edge isn't as compelling as it used to be. The CX-9 is still the king of premium feel. Its design is understated compared with that of the Koreans, but there's a smooth richness to the leather and a satisfying click to the switchgear. The paint is flawless, and the wood inside is real. Like the Explorer's engine, the CX-9's boosted four-cylinder alternates between surginess and reluctance. Mazda tuned the turbo for low revving torque, and the CX-9's thrust tapers off at about 4,500 revolutions per minute. The Mazda's tight interior remains its weak spot. Soft padding and a comfortable angle to the third-row seat bottom make for more comfort than the numbers might have you think, but the Mazda's second-row bench, the only one in the test, entombs third-row inmates. Cargo space behind the seats is small, Miata small. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability mark a monumental shift in infotainment, more significant than we'd initially realized. This is when a touchscreen becomes the way to go. Using the Mazda's rotary dial to operate the infotainment shows how clumsy it is to navigate a system designed for a touchscreen. There's a lot to love about the CX-9, we just want more CX-9. Second place. 2020 Hyundai Palisade. Highs, everything you ever wanted, plus a few USB ports you didn't know you needed. Lows, could use an exterior design consult. Verdict, if it's a spacious space fish you seek, Hyundai is probably running a good deal right now. If you had heard the staff climbing into the Palisade the first time, you would have thought it was one of those obnoxious real people, not actors Chevrolet commercials. Oh, man, check out the action on this seat folding mechanism. Whoa. I've got 3 cup holders. If we were on a road trip, is that where you'd have your seat? I've got so much legroom. Upon their exit from the vehicle, we checked everyone's pockets for fresh Benjamins. We're clean, the enthusiasm is genuine. Clearly, we get excited about great packaging, such as the USB ports in the front seatbacks and little mesh phone holsters below them. And for all the extras Hyundai packs into the Palisade, did we mention that the second-row seats are ventilated and that there's wireless phone charging, lane keeping assist, dual sunroofs, an all-wheel drive lock button, and on, everything is easy to operate. Dingwall noted, I love the usability of a Hyundai/Kia interior. I had never been in a Palisade, but there's no learning curve. Familiar and accessible don't mean cheap or unimaginative, though. A couple editors wondered why the quilted leather in the door panels needed to be perforated, but no one could deny the thought and care that went into every facet of the Palisade's interior. Even the mouse fur headliner appears to be only the finest mouse fur. Corinthian mouse fur. The Hyundai doesn't quite match the verve of the Mazda, but it comes close enough for something with 3 big rows. Body control is tight. It's luxuriously supple over scarred roads. The steering is sharp and light, if numb. We won't call it lifeless, though. There was life on Earth for billions of years before we came along. Hyundai's steering has a simple, single-cell sort of feel to it. The same sort of inoffensive sufficiency is under the hood. The 3.8-liter V6 isn't turbocharged, and the transmission isn't co-developed with a rival. What we have here is just a V6, kind of a big one, and an 8-speed automatic. It's not trying to be clever or exciting. It purrs under full throttle and is pretty smooth all the time. It won't goad you into lawlessness, but neither will it disturb your morning introspection. First place. 2020 Kia Telluride. Highs, all the strengths of the Hyundai, plus a rugged and not weird shape. Lows, the skinny tires are so hard not to stare at. Verdict, give the people what they want and they'll return the favor with laurels and sales. Staff editor Andrew Wendler doesn't usually spout conspiracy theories. But by the time he got out of the Telluride, he'd nurtured a good one. The South Korean government is propping up Hyundai and Kia. How else can you explain how good these two are? It's nearly impossible to discuss the Telluride and Palisade separately, as they are more similar in feel than most platform mates are. But that's fine by us, because they look nothing alike and because the biggest commonality is excellence. Choosing between the two is really about which one looks better to you. For us, it's the Telluride.